He pointed out what he called a contradiction. He said, and this is a direct quote, "Cannot come here as an ally, demand we spend more on NATO defenses, and at the same time impose import tariffs. This is an aberration."
An aberration. Strong language. And that's clearly aimed at Trump's threats of commercial war.
Precisely. It highlights this tension for European nations who are facing significant economic pressures at home while trying to justify these big increases in military spending.
And the NATO Secretary General, Marco Ruttner, he acknowledged this difficulty.
He did. Ruttner acknowledged it's tough for European countries and Canada to find these extra resources, but he affirmed it's necessary given the, quote, Russian threat and the current security situation. His line was that NATO would emerge stronger, fairer, and more lethal.
Stronger, fairer, and more lethal.
Okay.
But there were nuances even within the agreement, like Spain's position.
Yes. Spain, while endorsing the 5% goal in principle, also, quote, declared that it does not need to achieve it exactly in the established molds.
Hinting at other ways to contribute, perhaps, like capabilities or participation in missions.
That seems to be the implication, yes. Other forms of contribution beyond just hitting that specific percentage number.
So what's particularly striking here is this internal dynamic. It shows a NATO that's, united by a threat, but still wrestling with national interests?
I think that's exactly right. It's simultaneously united by this common perceived threat from Russia, but it's still grappling with these deep-seated national interests, economic realities, and frankly, the volatile influence of key political figures like Trump.
Yeah.
The push for increased spending is undeniable now, but how different members will actually achieve it and what political or economic trade-offs that might require, that remains a really complex and ongoing challenge.
And speaking of key players, Ukrainian President Zelensky was also present in The Hague.